Hi parents and students, we're really excited to come to you with some online learning. My name is Mrs. Ryan.
I'm Mrs. Smallwood.
And we're going to be doing some 5th grade math. Specifically, we're talking about
Financial literacy.
So I'm really excited about this topic. I love hearing about deposits into my bank account. A deposit is when money is coming in, and you can get a deposit by working, and then your work can automatically deposit the money. They could write you a check and you could go to the bank and deposit it that way. You could get a deposit if you have a birthday and people give you money as a gift. Or you can earn interest on money already sitting in the bank, and that will also come in as a deposit.
But then there's also, unfortunately, withdrawals. Withdrawals is when money comes out of your account. That's when you have to spend it. Maybe you're paying a bill, maybe you are buying a gift for someone, but that is taking the money out of your account. It's always a good idea to have a budget so that you can keep track of your deposits as well as your withdrawals.
So we're going to get to practice making a budget. So it's very important to keep track of your money, and so this is a way to keep track of your money. You'll notice there's a spot for the date, a description of what
item you may have purchased.
That's right. Whether it's a deposit or withdrawal, you'll put how much there. You'll notice deposit is money coming in, so you'll add that money. Withdrawal is money coming out, so you'll subtract that money. And then your running balance or your balance. So let's say that I did some babysitting and I earned $5 an hour for 4 hours.
Okay.
So let's say I did the babysitting on the 13th.
On the 13th, okay? So it's very important to remember that when you're writing down the date, you're writing down the date that it actually happened, not necessarily today's date. So let's just say this happened on the 13th of March. Okay?
So on the 13th of March, I did some babysitting.
So for our description, we're going to write babysitting.
And I said that I babysat for $5 an hour for 4 hours.
Okay.
So if it's $5 an hour, 4 hours, I'm going to multiply 5 times 4.
Okay, and that'll give us 5, 10, 15, 20.
Okay, and that's money coming in, so $20 deposit.
$20 deposit.
All right, so then what would my balance be? If I started from 0, my balance would still be $20. Okay, so I did a great job babysitting, and the next thing I got was maybe my allowance that week. So
Okay.
I got a $15 allowance on the 17th.
Let's say the 17th, the end of the week. Okay.
Okay, so now my balance would be the $20 that I had before plus the 15. So 20 plus 15, we're gonna be $35.
But now it's the end of the week and you know that you have $35. But she just remembered that she has a really good friend who has a birthday coming up and she wants to get her a really nice gift.
I do.
So she goes to the store, she decides, I want to get her this very lovely candle. The candle is, let's say $8. Okay. So this is the next day. And she shopped at
Bed Bath and Body Works.
Bed Bath and Body Works. Okay. And again, the candle was $8. My mistake, don't do that. Because she's spending money and not putting money in, it's going to be a withdrawal. So we're gonna make sure we put that in the right column.
Okay, so now I have to take $8 from $35. Typically, I would write it on another sheet of paper and I'd write 35 minus 8. And then when I get my answer, it's gonna go right here. So 35 minus 8 is, I'm gonna give us a second. I know 35 minus 5 would give me 30. So then I just have 30, subtract 3.
3 more, and that would give me 27.
So here's $27, that's how much I have left. So as the month goes on, you're gonna continue to write down a description of each item, whether it's a deposit or a withdrawal, it'll go in the appropriate column, and then you'll either add or subtract accordingly, and you'll keep your running balance. One other way to get money out of your account when I'm out at the store is to write a check. So I could write a check, and that is specifically asking the bank to pay the store a specific amount of money. Now, a check doesn't always clear right away, so sometimes it takes a little bit of time for it to be taken out of your account, but it's very important that you keep the money in there or you could be charged a fee. The problem with a bank using checks is that sometimes it does take a little bit of time and your checkbook might get stolen, so it's very important to put your checkbook somewhere safe.
Exactly. And in addition to taking money out of your account by writing a check, you can also use what they call a credit card or a debit card. Now, even though they're both called cards, they have different meanings. A credit card is issued by a bank and it's money taken from the bank, so you have to pay that back later. Whereas when you're dealing with a when you're dealing with a debit card, that's also issued by a bank, but that is money that is coming directly out of your account, so you don't need to pay that back.
Perfect. When I go to the store to purchase and I use a credit card, typically I just have to sign.
Right.
But with a debit card, I use a PIN. What's a PIN?
A PIN is a personal identification number. That is a number that you choose when you open your account that is specifically assigned to you. It's kind of like your personal signature whenever you make a purchase, so that no one else can have that private information.
So it's very important to keep my PIN private and not share with other people in case I do lose my debit card.
Absolutely, absolutely.
We hope that you enjoyed our very first lesson, and we can't wait to visit with you again soon.
All right, see you later.
Have a good one.
Bye.